Hey guys, how's it going? It's Danconia and welcome back to Overwatch. And I've just come off a really long session of playing Overwatch Competitive. And yeah, I'm tilted. And it gave precedent to a video idea. So, get ready for it. Top 5 things that make me tilt in Overwatch. Let's go. Now, if you've got your own list, post it in the comments below. I'm sure you'll have your own lists. Now, I'm a tank main, so it might reflect that slightly. First 3 of them, yeah, they're just heroes. Yeah, I should create a list of heroes I just don't like. And then the other 2 are quite interesting actually. So, first up, it's Sombra. It's Sombra. Does anyone like Sombra? Apart from people who play Sombra. I literally had one game where I was chain hacked. I was just hacked for the entire game. Blizzard, do you remember the saying you had back along? We don't want to take control of your character or your hero away from you. Yeah, good job. Good job, Blizzard. There's quite a few heroes on the roster now that do a very good job of taking your control away. Now, Sombra, she's not as much of a problem as other people are, I'm not gonna lie, but as a tank main, I want to protect my team. I can't do that when I'm being hacked. I just can't. And it's the same thing for other people. I mean, Lucio, I feel sorry for Lucio's. Man, you can't wall ride. You can't use crossfade. You can't use anything. You're just a man. I guess. Genji. Although, in all fairness, Genji gets off lightly, let's be honest. I mean, he's a cyborg. And Sombra is a hacker. She could literally just shut Genji down, surely. Huh? Anyway, that's things that don't make sense. This is not for this video. Anyway, moving on. And guess what? It's Doomfist at number 2. Yeah, Doomfist. Doomfist is very prominent in the meta right now, I'm sure you'll all agree. And another hero, guess what? That's got a lot of CC to him. I'm not diversifying this list very well, am I? Yes. Anyway, Doomfist is incredible fun to play, right? Like, I can see why Doomfist is fun to play, but he's certainly not fun to play against. I think we can all agree with that. And there's certain different aspects to all of this for some people, right? As a tank main, mainly Reinhardt, and I can't wait for that PTR patch, Blizzard. I'm eagerly waiting for it. Anyway, as a tank main, I hate being moved around. If I'm, I don't know, 40 feet in the flippin' air because Doomfist is uppercutting me, I can't protect my supports that are down on the ground. It's really, really annoying. I'm like, hey, I will lie down and you can do whatever you want to me, Doomfist. Open me up, baby. Wow, I am never saying that again. But if you're a support, it's a completely different issue. Because if your tanks don't peel or your DPS don't peel for you, that Doomfist is going to hit you into a wall. And there is nothing you can do about it. Unless you're Moira with a fade. If you're a Zen, you're absolutely effed. I'm sorry, Zen, but Zen is Zen's a different story at the moment, isn't it? Ooh, it's not a good time to be a Zen main. If you're Anna, if you miss your sleep, you're effed. You're effed. I'm sorry, you're effed. Mercy, she can Guardian Angel away, but if she gets caught in the chain CC, yeah, she's effed. See where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? Brigitte? Yeah, let's not talk about Brigitte. Don't play Brigitte right now. Just don't. It's not good for anyone's health. It's not good for anyone's health. Just don't play Brigitte. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Doomfist. I don't think Doomfist will be as powerful next patch, though. So, in some respects, we can perhaps cut Doomfist a little bit of slack. But there is one hero I can't cut any slack, and that is Mei. I want a Mei rework. I have wanted it for a very long time, Jeffrey Kaplan. Give it to me. Now. Anyway. Mei. Now, I've never understood why Mei can just keep spraying her liquid nitrogen or whatever it is and she can keep refreezing you in very quick succession. I've never understood why that's a thing. I've literally had scenarios as Reinhardt, as Hammond, as Winston, as Diva, not so much as Zarya because the bubbles have helped out from time to time, and Orisa actually, when Fortify isn't up, where she's literally just standing in front of me and she's just spraying, and she's spraying, and she's spraying. She's frozen me. Congratulations, mate, you've done your job. Shoots me, but because I'm a tank, obviously I don't die in one shot. So she sprays, she sprays, she sprays, she sprays. She freezes me again in about, I get about 2 to 3 seconds of movement, and then I'm frozen again. Shoots me in the head again, and if I'm not dead, she'll rinse and repeat the process. That doesn't seem brilliant from a tank gameplay perspective. And I'm not just saying this is for tanks, it's for everyone, right? If you're up against a Mei. I am of the strong opinion that Mei has to be sorted out at some point. She was constantly buffed to try and counter Goat's meta and it didn't work. So, just like you did with the Lucio changes, I believe, Blizzard, perhaps you should revert a few things. Because Goats doesn't exist anymore and it cannot exist. So you don't need the buffs and nerfs that were made to counter Goats, right? Thinking. Mei is a very tilting hero for me. I mean, more than anything on this list, Mei tilts the F out of me, right? And I just think some changes to her freezing would go a long way. Or just rework the hero. You're not afraid of reworks, Blizzard. We've seen Torb reworks, we've seen 3,336 Symmetro reworks, and apparently there was a Bastion rework rumoured back along. There was a lot of reworks, a lot of reworks rumoured, a lot of reworks talked about. Why can't we have a Mei rework? Anyway, I just stopped turning this into a rant. We've got 2 more points to get through. So, this now comes down to a gameplay perspective, right? A team's dynamic, right? So, if you're a tank, you get one of two things with tanks, right? You get the tanks that stand in the choke and just put their shield up and say, yeah, kill something, please. Yeah, it's not ideal. That is it, let's be honest. Those are annoying. But what annoys me the most is when your tanks go forward. Your tanks are initiating as your tanks should do. When you've got a full team of 6, you're all out of spawn, right? Your tanks should move forward gradually, initiate into the enemy team, so they create space for the rest of your team to do work. Your supports get more space, and your DPS get more space, and it's crucial to open up space for DPS, especially certain DPS, because they don't necessarily create space themselves, especially if you're thinking for like a Widowmaker, a Hanzo, a McCree. They like to have space made for them, whereas Doomfist and people like that, they kind of can create their own space, and Tracer and Genji are more flankery, so that's a bit different, and they can create space themselves as well. But it's quite crucial for your tanks to initiate. Problem is, your tanks can initiate all they like, but if your team doesn't go with your tanks, then what you gonna do? What happens? Well, the scenario is your tanks go in, or one of your tanks, your main tank, probably. He goes in, greatest intentions, right? Doing the job. Problem is his team either doesn't have the balls to follow him, or, I don't know, they sitting around a campfire somewhere, singing songs? Or perhaps they went to the cinema on King's Row. Anyway, he goes in, he dies, because he's on his own, because his team didn't follow him. Whose fault is it? Because I can guarantee your team is going to say, why are you overextending? And I'm going to say, well, I'm not overextending because, excuse me, we need to initiate to actually be able to take the point. And it's the tanks that normally do that, dude. This is where we need to initiate. Move in. Please don't ignore me. Otherwise, why am I playing tank? Why would I be playing the tank role if I'm not protecting anything and I'm not initiating any fights? Jeez. It's not difficult to work out. And then this one really annoys me. And this is the last point. Voice comms, right? Voice comms can be really, really good at Overwatch or really, really bad. And yes, you get your really toxic voice comms. you get your really good voice comms. I've experienced both today, just today, literally. And then you get certain voice comms that are just stupid. And what I mean is, noises on voice comms you don't need to hear. I had one earlier on, and it was actually just... Yes, he was vaping. And he was literally in the spawn room doing that all the time. Right in my ears. And it wasn't quietly. It was loudly. And he was deliberately doing it because he must have had push to talk on. It's so frustrating. Like, that in some respects tilts me more than anything to do with voice comms. Yeah, I can just, like, turn them off. But the really annoying thing was, the person that was doing it was actually pretty helpful when it came to actually playing. And when he was coming in-game. He wasn't toxic, but why do you have to literally take something to your microphone really, really close and make sure everyone else on your team can hear it? All you have to do is turn your head away from your microphone, or move your microphone away from your head, depending on whether it's on your headset or not, and just vape somewhere else. Vape away from your microphone. So I don't have to hear the... It's annoying. Really annoying. Anyway, I've got it off my chest now. I'm really, really pleased. I'm really pleased. I feel less tilted than I was before. Anyway, those were the top 5 things that tilt me in Overwatch. I'm sure that you've got a lot to add to this. Pirate ship comps, for example. Although pirate ship comps are counterable very easily with the right team coordination, except team coordination is very hard to come by in Overwatch, so I think we can all agree there, especially at the mid to low levels, and sometimes even in Diamond and places like that. But if you want to see more videos like this, then let me know in the comments below, and leave a like and subscribe and the bell and all that. Well, I don't actually go through that much very often, do I? Especially the bell. I don't say that too often enough. Perhaps I should start saying that. So, should I annoy you guys saying that? We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here for this one. If you want more videos like this, top 5s, or me talking about Overwatch, please let me know in the comments below, and I will bring a load of videos out, because I've got a load of ideas ready in my back pocket, just waiting to be made. But, for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. See you then!